Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. So, you may remember from a few months ago I made a video about the CPC, why drivers don't like it, what you can do about it, those types of things. In that video I mentioned that I hadn't done a CPC course yet because I'd done my CPC hours through an ADR course and that I still had two lots of CPC courses, two lots of 7 hours still to get before my CPC ran out at the end of February. Well, a few weeks ago, I get an email from Driver Hire Training asking if I'd like to attend one of their courses. They would cover the cost, and then I can make a video about it so I can give you guys an idea of how a CPC course works and also my experience within that course as well. Driver Hire Training is the training side of the employment agency Driver Hire. Now, they started doing training courses way back when the CPC first was introduced, way back in 2008/9, depending on whether you're a bus driver or a truck driver. Since they started the training side of the company, they've delivered over 300,000 days worth of CPC training. And it's not just CPC training that they do. They also do health and safety training, as well as the FORS scheme training as well. Now, speaking to other drivers that have done CPC courses before, they have said doing 7 hours on one topic is very, very boring. So Driver Hire Training do it slightly differently. They cover two topics on one day. So you still do your 7 hours, but you're covering two topics. Now, the courses that are available depend on your availability, what day you want to be doing the course, but they run courses virtually every single day. The day that I did it and the course that I was available for was driving hours and digital tachographs. I know, the exciting one, which I'm kind of glad about, because what that enabled me to do was to give you an idea of what a very boring topic was actually like on one of these courses, and whether there was actually a benefit to be it broken down into two separate parts, breaking the day up. Now, to do the course, you do need to have a device with a working front camera and a microphone. Now, this is so that the trainer can see that you are there all the time in case they do get a spot check from the DVSA, and also for their internal compliance as well. And of course, you do need to be able to interact with the people on the course and the trainer as well. So what happened on the day of the course? 8 AM, needed to be online, ready to have my ID checked and sign in to the course. Now, one thing I would say about these courses is make sure you have pre-registered. You'll get a link a few days before just asking you to confirm your details, your license number, etc. Make sure either you or the person in your office, if they've booked the course for you, has done that, because that does delay everybody getting signed in and set up on the course. And of course, if there's 20 people, it takes a little bit of time to get through everybody. Once everybody's signed in and ID checked, go through some basic health and safety things and how the course is actually going to be structured. You do need to be somewhere where you won't be disturbed constantly. Of course, they are understanding that you could be in a corner of an office or in a side room where someone may need to come into for whatever reason. But you don't want people walking past and constantly interrupting your training course, because, like I say, it's supposed to be like a classroom. Now, I'm sure you've attended a CPC course before, or some sort of online training session for your previous employer. PowerPoint presentation appearing on the screen, interaction, questions between yourselves, the other people on the course, and of course, the trainer as well. Throughout the day, there was plenty of time for a mid-morning break, a decent lunch break, and a break in the afternoon as well, which also helped break the day up, as well as the fact that we were covering two separate topics. Course itself finished just after 4 o'clock, so with all those breaks in there as well, I don't think that was actually too bad of a day in terms of time taken. So how did I find the course? Driver Hire Training have told me to be open and honest with you, the viewers of the video, as to how I actually found this course, so that's what I'm going to do. The course itself was, as you'd expect, it's a driver's hours course, not the most exciting topic, but what made it interesting and enjoyable and the day go by very quickly was the trainer was very, very knowledgeable and understood from driver's point of view, because he was a previous driver himself and still is a driver on the odd occasion as well. He's a transport manager as well, so he understands what we go through as drivers and what the rules and regulations are and how it impacts from that side as well. So is able to give you the feedback from that as well. Now, the course itself, the only thing about the course really, like with any of these training courses, and I've sat through loads of them with the companies that I've worked for over the years, is the videos themselves that are within the course. Although the information is still accurate, they are very dated. Now that's not something that's cheap to rectify. A whole video production for all of that side of things is very, very costly. And when the information that's in there is still accurate and relevant, there is no need to do that. But of course, the videos, like I say, are a little bit dated in terms of, you can tell by the trucks that are in the background, etc. I spoke to several different people at driver hire training, and they were all very helpful and polite, giving me the information that I needed. Now, although everybody on the course was interacting at some point, there was a few people that were interacting a lot more than others. And for those people that weren't interacting so much, I imagine the day felt quite long and quite tiresome, because yeah, if you're not involved in conversations, it's going to be quite boring. And I think that's the best way to approach these courses. They aren't going anywhere. The CPC is here to stay. Yes, they're looking at making changes to it so that you can do a domestic CPC if you don't drive in Europe. Of course, if you are still driving in Europe, you would have to do the CPC as we know it, as it is now. But those changes aren't in effect yet. We have still got to do this. You have still got to attend if you want to be able to carry on driving your truck or your bus. And if you don't get involved and make the most of it and get the day done quickly by interacting, you are going to find it boring, you are going to find it tiresome, and you're not really going to gain anything out of it. So overall, really happy with the CPC course that I did with driver hire training. Would definitely recommend using them for your CPC courses or any other training that they've got. I am going to be doing the Force Safer Driving course with them in December, and I will be doing a video about that one as well. If you do have any questions about the courses, please put them in the comments below and I will try and help as much as I can. I will also put in the description links to the driver hire training website where you can book a course if you are needing any of your CPC hours before they run out. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.